What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's Friday, February 5th. You're doing good. It's Friday. Who feels bad on a Friday? Not Russ Rushton.
Nope, not me. I feel great.
How are you, dude?
I'm good. I woke up with a snowy world around me, and then I walked here, and it was like weirdly like spring. So it's been a very odd day weather-wise.
Is it warm out now?
Yeah, it's like nice. It's like 50 degrees. Something bad is happening.
What?
The world is not in great shape.
This should have been Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah.
This is how it starts.
Exactly.
That's weird. Yeah.
A brief segue. The best way that they come up with to get into the museum in Ghostbusters 2 is to reanimate the Statue of Liberty, fill it with happy ooze, play music, and bash the ceiling open with the torch of the Statue of Liberty.
I think you're overlooking the fact that the Ghostbusters realized they needed something the city could stand behind. And it's the overwhelming positive message that the Statue of Liberty decrees that helped the Ghostbusters. Because that was the problem in Ghostbusters 2.
Right.
The problem was that
negativity
the city
in New York
was just a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
If you remember the quote from the mayor, treating everyone like dirt is what something is every New Yorker's God-given right.
Right.
You want me to go on TV and tell them otherwise, or something like that?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, but Lenny, I mean, come on. So what?
Do you think? Yeah. Do you think in this post 9/11 world, if someone saw the Statue of Liberty walking down the street, they'd feel filled with pride and happiness, or they'd be terrified and the evil ooze would win out?
Well,
and Vigo would suck the soul of the baby.
Ghostbusters 2 did not take place in that world. We don't know.
That's true.
That's why it's a work of art from its time.
It is.
There's no way. Look, what I never really understood was like the way they start that movie off.
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh, everyone forgot about how we saved the city.
Right.
How do you forget that? Like,
yeah,
I know there weren't cell phone cameras back then.
How many years have passed? Is it like?
I think it's like 4.
Yeah, it's not like 10.
It's like 4 years.
Sure.
And, they're talking about like how no one appreciates them, how they got sued by every, a city governing body in the whole entire state. And they're like, oh, we totally ate shit for that.
Right.
And then people are like, oh, that's that gigantic marshmallow man. You did that.
Yeah.
Like, that's your fault.
So they blame them, right?
They kind of blame them for
Totally.
it.
I think that's reasonable.
No.
They figured it was their fault. I mean, the thing did explode.
Well,
the ghost-containing thing. Walter Peck did that.
That
granted,
was Walter Peck's fault.
Granted, but like no one was in there to watch. You
gotta give Walter Peck some credit, man. The guy's passionate about the environment.
That's true.
Like, he did his job. I defy the head of the EPA in New York to have that kind of due diligence. Like, I would be shocked.
I don't think he imagined the output.
No, I don't think
the ghost output.
I think if he knew the end result, he would have said, okay,
maybe take a minute.
Maybe let's work this through.
Yeah. I love that guy, by the way. He was like such a great
What's
80s
his real
villain.
What's his
I
real
don't
name?
remember the
He was in
actor's
Die
name.
Hard 1 also.
He's so good. He's such a sleazeball.
He is. He plays it great. He's also in Biodome. He's
yes.
He's the scientist in Biodome.
Lepidoptera. Lovely.
Wow. So that was a little tailspin that I freaking loved.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what's happening today in New York.
Indeed.
Vigo is coming back. The Carpathian.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a weird day in New York weather-wise. There's like this crane accident was very strange too. I'm sure you might have heard about it on your local news channel because you guys listen to whatever happens.
It's kind of weird. No, it was like on CNN.
It was a big deal. Yeah,
it is weird, I guess, that crane accidents tend to make national news.
I think because of how like really scary they look.
Yeah. I think you have a really powerful visual.
And I'm not trying to downplay it. Someone did die.
Sure, but like if there's like for example, a bunch of people fall in front of trains in New York City every year, according to the ads in the subway, and we don't
according to those ads in the subway that say don't
that's
do
never
that.
National news.
No, yeah, this is more dramatic.
Yeah, more of a visual.
I hate to just water it down and oversimplify.
Yeah, you have a crane falling on buildings. That's like crazy.
That's scary.
Yeah.
And that's something to look at.
Yeah. Grim.
It's grim. But I don't want to stay grim for long.
No,
I want to get into what we're doing today on the show. Again, you're getting 2 shows this week. That's a special occasion.
Has that ever happened?
Yeah. Well, there was a time
when it was daily.
we used to do it 5 days a week,
Right, when it
Russ.
was daily. I remember.
You remember that?
I do.
But then we,
The dark times.
people, we spake as a child, and when we grew up, we put away childish things, right?
That's precisely accurate.
Not that the 404 is a childish endeavor.
No, it's very mature.
CNET's going to start doing some more podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I can say that.
Okay.
Do you want to do another podcast?
Sure. What's the animal? Keep them coming.
No, I'm not going to do it, but I know they're doing like a daily one soon. They're going to like a daily quickie thing.
Okay.
Where it's like news.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nooner. They should call it the Nooner.
They should. We do an auto one.
Yeah.
I think it's called auto.
An autoerotic association one?
No, not
Sorry.
that. Not in the vein of that. In the vein of automobiles.
Got
like
it.
Cars and shit.
It could have been short for anything.
It literally could have been anything. That's called autocomplete.
Okay.
Which
It sounds a little dirty.
It does a little bit. Anyway,
auto to full completion. Yeah.
a lot of the roadshow guys are doing that.
That's fun.
I think we're already up to episode 4 on that. So
Okay.
check that out if you're into cars.
Is that weekly?
I want to say that's weekly.
Okay.
And then I think we're doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone had seen it was like, hey, we should do podcasts again.
What
and
do
then
you
they
know?
were like, oh, you've had a show that's got almost 1,700 episodes, right?
Yeah.
And they're like,
Never heard of it.
what was it called? What the hell was it called?
Yeah, some numbers.
It was just a bunch of numbers.
I don't get it.
Screw that. All right, let's get into the stories of the day, kids. What do we got cooking here, kids? I want to talk about Uber.
Okay.
I want to talk about Uber's new logo because it's the ugliest goddamn thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's awful.
It doesn't even make sense. Have you people seen it? Do you even know what we're talking about?
Wait, which logo is it? Is it the one on the left or the one on the right?
It's the one in the middle. So I'll give everyone a chance to pull this up. If you're not driving a car, or hopefully
we have to paint a visual picture.
Yeah, I'll try and do that.
Picture.
I'll try and do that. So
Terrible.
if giving people a second to load this up on their phones or wherever they're doing, just make sure you're not driving while you're doing this. That's super unsafe. The new logo for Uber is what I can only describe as what looks like a little circuit board.
Let's. Okay, so if you don't remember though, the old logo was essentially a U with like some extra little limbs. It kind of looks like a cup.
Yeah, a little bit of a serif.
Looks like a
situation.
A
going
cup
on.
with a hole in the top.
It was very classy, very distinguished.
Yeah,
I thought.
it was fine. I think it looks a little cheap, but that's just my general take.
But they went in a completely different direction.
I don't understand. Yeah, so the new logo at its core is just like a circle with a square in the center of the circle, almost like a subway token, and a line coming out of the left of the square. So it's not even a U anymore.
No, it's not a letter.
What is it? Is it
it's
like
an asshole?
Is it like a GPS?
On the side, it's an asshole.
Yeah, if you tilted your head to the side, I guess it's a butt.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be a GPS indicator?
That's what I thought, and I read a little more about it, and they're sort of saying it represents like something on an atomic level.
Ugh
is
F
right.
That.
Yeah. So when you stare at this befuddling piece of artwork even longer, you can kind of make out that there's these sort of symmetrical, mathematically, drawn circular lines that are in each corner of the bigger square that the circle and square reside in.
Oh, it's a destination.
But is it?
I think that's what the idea is.
But
it's getting to a destination.
But it's not. But
because there's a driver one as well, and the driver one is a square with 2 lines going into it, implying that you've done a pickup
inside a hexagon.
Yeah, inside a hexagon. So you've done a pickup, and now you're driving to another place.
No, it's not good.
I agree.
These
bad.
are very ugly pieces of clip art.
And what's going to end up happening is like I feel like a lot of people are like might have Uber on their phone and like wouldn't be able to spot it. Like obviously you can read Uber underneath the icon, but I feel like a lot of people just go by the icon.
I'll tell you if they changed it.
I'll bet they haven't changed
They did.
Oh really? It's different?
Look it on my phone here.
I can't even find it. Ugh. I mean, it does say Uber. So
it says Uber. It says the word Uber below it, but that's just because Android's like, hey, you're never gonna.
You know what's even more horrifying than the logo, which I really hate, is how much they probably paid for this logo. Like,
do you think people at Uber are so far up their own asses that they don't realize that this logo would piss every single person attached to the company off?
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Because they've been living in a world of like pure profit for the last 5 years.
They've just been eating money.
Yeah.
They've just been like swimming in it, using it to brush their teeth, using it in their fireplace, using it to warm their home.
Yeah.
And they're like,
I'd be curious. I mean, I agree that like the old logo was not the best, but
I thought the old one was fine.
it was fine. It was fine and identifiable.
If it
but
ain't
like,
broke, don't fix it.
Like when you get an Uber driver and they drive up and they have the little thing in their window to indicate they're an
that's a
Uber.
really. I thought it looked good.
Right, it looked fine.
Now it's not even a letter. It's
No,
just
you're
this
gonna be like,
weird
what
symbol.
is this sideways butthole driving at me?
Why is this asshole coming at me from the side? I don't want that in it. And the article I'm reading here from the Washington Post is like, yeah, some drivers are pissed, including the guy this article talked to, this guy Ansu Saran. He's like, yeah, this is confusing. He said he didn't like it. He said, I don't think it works. It doesn't represent Uber. They should be working on something better than that. I agree.
Yeah, it's really bizarre.
Ansu, you're right.
Yeah.
What are you gonna have this little like light up butthole in your windshield?
It might be because there was this tradition in Silicon Valley that was very popular, which is just like you have a letter as your icon. Like you look at Facebook's icon and various other things. Like that
Twitter,
was the
Tumblr,
cliche. So maybe they wanted to like do something a little bit different.
This is different.
This is different. It's just stupid.
Say one thing nice about it.
I kind of like
And
the
you can't say it's different.
gridded background. Like the little like artsy mosaic background. That's about it. Are they different color? I can't tell.
One's blue and one's red.
Yeah, I can't tell.
The blue is the normal Uber.
Is
the
it
red,
blue or is it green?
It's like a teal. It's like a dark turquoise.
Colorblind.
Yeah, this is fun.
It's not good.
And the and the other one is like a dark magenta, like a dark red.
It is weird that they have two icons for drivers and
Well, I get that. Like
riders.
it's always been like that.
And it's a different app.
It's always been a two-sided thing.
Yeah.
We talked about this a while ago, and I'll bring it up again. I'm starting to get Uber drivers like straight up telling me my rating when I get in the car.
Is it a positive rating?
Yeah, I have like a 4.8.
So don't you think they're saying it as like
I used to have 5.
your rating is really good. I'm good. Rate me well and I'll rate you well.
There's a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
But the guy I had the other day coming back from CBS said, he's like, Jeff, he's like, I don't usually, he's like, they always preface it with like, I don't usually tell people.
Yeah, my butt. They don't.
My butt, aka the new Uber logo. No.
Yeah.
He's like, you got a 4.8, man.
Yeah.
Most New Yorkers have 4 or below.
Right.
I was like, wow, that makes me special. I'm like, and then we got into the, so I bring this up because I got a very candid conversation about tipping. With Uber.
With the Uber driver. Okay.
So like, I said to him, I was like, hey, dude, you realize, I forget how it got into it, but he's like, he's like, and people tip me. And I'm like, that's a weird way to ask me for a tip.
Right.
By talking about how people tip you.
Right.
And then I said, you understand, like, part of Uber's early success was the peace of mind knowing that
you don't
like
have to tip them.
You're
It's
just
great.
not supposed to, like, Uber, without saying it.
Right.
Uber's basically implied and don't tip because we're taking care,
Right.
not of tipping, but of
The
paying
rate
them
is
enough
included.
to not
Sure.
require a tip.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that's all propaganda. And I'm like, I don't know, man.
He's doing like a boots on the ground grassroots campaign to start
like he's
tipping
trying
Uber
to
drivers.
swindle some shit. He's trying.
Well, Uber is trying to swindle stuff by the rates plummeting, which they have in recent years because like they've become the norm, so like they can lower their rates more dramatically. So I get why he's doing that. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to tip Uber drivers. I'm sorry.
Like, even after this great conversation we had,
Yeah.
I'm just not going to give you.
No.
So I got it. So then I was like, okay, it's on. This rhetoric conversation we're
Sure.
having, it's on.
Right.
And I basically got him to say, if someone gives me a 5, that's just as good as tipping. So I was like,
Really?
huh? Yeah.
Oh, I guess because you get higher priority.
Right.
I mean, I give 5s. You
throw 5s out like it's nothing?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you don't have to do much. You don't have to offer me water or anything to get a 5.
See, I think everyone starts at 4, and you either go up or you go down from 4.
Okay.
Or you get it.
Because you know what they say about how you do those ratings of like customer service people, where they're like, please stay on the line to do a review of me.
Oh,
You know,
are you kidding?
but
You
know
do
what?
it?
It depends.
You son of a bitch.
If I have
How much goddamn time do you have?
If I have a really good person and they were really helpful, I will stay on the line. But the important thing is for those,
You're the worst.
as I understand it, they only look at 2 reviews, the 5-star reviews and the 1-star reviews. If you give a 3 or a 4 or a 2,
That's
it's
good.
ignored.
Yeah, that's
completely
good.
ignored.
Right, because what kind of, although, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. What kind of, like, amazing constructive criticism?
Right. You shouldn't
could
even
be-
bother at that point.
Yeah.
Like, why even pay attention to that?
It should just be awful or great.
Right. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. What do you need variance for?
Well, then, if it's thumbs up, thumbs down, then you're going to get a lot more coming through. Whereas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be that binary.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, thanks to, what the hell was his name? Rich. Thanks to Rich, my Uber driver, hooking it up.
But you didn't tip him.
No, I didn't tip him.
But
and
you
I
gave him 5 stars.
I gave him 5 stars because I said I would, and he said he'd give me 5 stars.
Yeah.
And then, we shook hands and went on our way.
There is nothing better than sitting silently in the back of a really bad Uber driver and being miserable. And then just the second you get out of the car, you're like, bam, 1 star.
Why would you do that?
If he's I've had drivers get in accidents. Bad drivers.
Wait, you've been in an Uber accident?
Like a
Fender
he
bender?
no. Like he clipped the side of a toll booth with his mirror.
Oh, what a
type
dumbass.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah, you get a 1.
Or like he's like a bad driver. There's like various other things that can go wrong that I will 1-star people for.
I think Uber is on the cusp of having to deal with a lot of these little minutia sort of things where like they're all like some of them are idiots with the phone and they
Right.
just use their phone on their lap.
God.
Like if
It's horrifying.
If it's mounted
Sure.
and they only use it like when they're stopped,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with it if you're in like suburbia where you're driving a lot,
Right.
but when you're in New York and you're like stopped at a light, yeah, you tap stuff. I
Right.
don't care.
Sure.
But these morons using it while they're driving, I'm just like, that's not cool.
I was coming back from the airport and some guy, he had it mounted against his heater and then the phone overheated and he
what a
like
dumbass.
unplugged it and then is like trying to fix on his lap, trying to
stupid.
fix the phone. And I'm like, can you just like,
Not do
don't
that?
worry about it. I'll plug in the address and you can
Yeah.
use my GPS. And he's like, no, I got it.
Yeah,
1
don't,
star.
1 star. You 1 star. You getting 1 star for that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You deserve 1 star.
Uber, man. Bad.
Fucking Uber. Man.
New York City taxis just need better software. Get with it.
So
And you'll
I have a
beat
little
them
bit
out.
of insight on that.
I know.
They have an app called Arrow
Okay.
that
no one
nobody
uses.
knows about.
And no one uses it. But it connects to like
It's
a regular
Uber.
taxi.
It's apparently it's Uber.
Yeah, and then the price. I don't know how prices are comparable.
I
these
don't know
days.
how it works.
Yeah,
They
Uber Share. That's the problem. Is like you can't beat Uber Share's prices. They're
No.
wicked, crazy
Yeah.
good.
And in New Jersey, Uber X dropped by 15%. I mean, I'm coming back from Devil Games. Like I'm going
Yeah.
from Newark to Hoboken for $8.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy.
Like
know.
it's just you're just not
People use it in San Francisco as like a commuting tool.
Yeah.
Like they don't use it as like a special.
When
thing.
it's that cheap, it should
$7
replace your
anywhere
car. It should
in-
replace your car.
Oh, it's nuts.
All right, that's enough about Uber. Let us know
Goddamn
what you
Uber.
think. God damn it, Uber. I want to talk about something called Error 53. Do you
Yeah,
know what that is?
I didn't know about this until I read the link you posted in here, and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's real interesting.
And scary.
Error 53 is a specific Apple iPhone software error that basically threatens to kill your iPhone because it only appears when the phone knows it's been repaired by a non-Apple authorized repair person.
Yeah, I don't think that's fully accurate.
Okay,
But-
so pick that apart a little bit.
Yeah, so I read the article, and the idea is all these people essentially their phone breaks or whatever. They bring it. One guy was in like Jakarta or something, like in the middle of nowhere, and he brings it to some guy to fix the iPhone. They fix the iPhone. It works great, and then he updated to iOS 9. And the second he did that, he got this error 53, brought it to an Apple store, and essentially they were like, yeah, it's toast. It's done. Like, it won't work anymore. And the people were saying, essentially, it's a way to discourage people from going to third-party retail places to get their phones fixed. And it's a way to encourage people to just go to Apple and pay Apple to get their phones
It's
fixed.
bullshit.
So that's the one side of it. And let me start by saying I don't necessarily have a side, But these are both sides of it.
From a consumer
side,
standpoint,
side
that
A.
sounds like bullshit.
Apple's take on it, or their opinion, what they've said is essentially Touch ID is the little circle home button that reads your fingerprint, and it's like the security device. So what they're saying
I hear where this is going.
Is that the phone can't discern, they didn't say this specifically, but essentially the phone can't discern the difference between a third-party person fixing your phone, cracking your phone open, fix your phone, and like a nefarious guy that's trying to hack into your Touch ID.
Oh, you know what I say to that?
What?
Make your phone better. don't make work that into it.
Yeah.
Why can't they do that?
Right.
They're Apple. They put a man on the moon.
Totally. I agree with you. I think it was probably an unforeseen consequence. Like, I don't think they were like, oh, and this is also going to nail a bunch of people that got their phones fixed.
So, I understand where that train of thought. The fingerprint scanning stuff is super, super sensitive material, right there. Like,
it's essentially your password.
Yeah.
So, like, if
it's more than that.
Right.
It's like biological information. It's like it's important. It's your password. It's your key to your bank and wallet and money and I mean it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
But there's got to be a way to, and I understand they're saying the whole thing is like, oh, you cracked your screen.
Yeah.
You're going to go back to Apple for $300, or you're going to go to Jimmy who'll do it for $20.
Right, exactly.
But there's got to be a finer sort of like line there.
Yeah, I mean, whatever they activated in 9.0 iOS 9, that is increasing that sensitivity, probably needs to be dialed back. The problem is Apple wants their phone to be the like, yeah, you can use this phone if you own if you run a bank, or you're the Secretary of State or something, and you don't have to worry about it like falling into the wrong hands because it's so secure. So what they can't have is like, oh yeah, there's this thing where you just crack it open and you connect these two diodes and you get right around Touch ID.
Yeah. Can't have that.
Can't have that. So it's a weird situation, but if it's impacting, who knows how many people it's impacting, but if it's impacting a crap load of people, I think you need to dial it back and figure out another way to like secure it.
And then address it in the next hardware refresh.
Or just like there are more like, you could have like 3-stage security if you're really concerned about that level of security. Like,
or like maybe instead of error 53, 3-stage security.
Right.
Gets,
it should.
Like
right,
if it's smart enough to activate error. If it's smart enough to activate error 53, it's smart enough to add third. We fixed it.
I was entering.
Call up what's his face?
Who?
The Johnny Iovine. What's that? Is that his name?
Johnny Iovine, yeah.
The British,
Johnny Ive. You mean the
British dude?
Johnny Ive, yeah.
We've made the Apple Watch with aluminium bowls.
I was trying to answer. Speaking of security, I was trying to answer
titanium taint
security questions the other day, and that I entered probably 10 years ago. And 2 of the questions were like easy to remember, and one of the questions was, "What was your first concert?" And I'll say that's fine because I've never used it again and I changed it. So my first concert was Billy Joel. The problem is it's like a password, so you need to get the caps right and the spacing right, and I'm trying every option.
Did you make it one word?
I couldn't figure it out. Like, is Joel capitalized? Is it 2 words? It was driving me nuts. So don't do that. Always make it one word.
Are they always case sensitive?
I don't know.
I feel like they're not always. I feel like my bank doesn't do that.
This was part of a New York government
site,
and it was driving me nuts.
Real quick before we hit the break, there's still those rumors. You brought it up in the pre-show here about the next iPhone.
Oh yeah,
is that the rumor? The weirdest rumor of all is that the iPhone 7 will not have a standard
headset jack,
1/8 inch headphone jack.
Yeah, so these rumors were like mid-January.
They've been around for a while. They've definitely been around for a while. They're older than a couple weeks.
And yeah, I mean, I'd be pretty bummed about that.
Would you be bummed as much as like I would be more bummed than surprised? Do you know what I mean? Like
I would not be surprised.
Would not be surprised because they would do that.
Well, after the last Mac update, which just had one port in it. The USB-C port. 3-port, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised, but yeah, I'd be bummed. It'd be a drag. I do wonder how much space that takes up and whether it really increases the thickness. Like if you have to support an 1/8-inch jack.
There's no way.
Let's see.
How much thinner? How much thinner could the phone get?
You could shave off.
Like, do you want to be holding a credit card thick phone?
That'd be pretty cool. You just hold it in your wallet. You could shave off probably, I would say, 3 millimeters on each side of the headphone jack and still have room.
Right. So again, my point being, how goddamn thin is this phone going to be?
I want to be able to
I want this phone to fall through my finger cracks.
Remember the or LSD tabs, just like that.
Yeah,
thick.
I want to be able to slide my phone into a vending machine dollar slot.
Yeah,
that's what I want to be able to do.
Well, because once it gets that thin, you could just put it under your skin, and it's like a subdermal.
Get out of
situation.
here! I mean,
that'd be awesome.
There are really good headphones out there that people spend hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars on, and you're gonna come out and be like, nah.
Well, theoretically, there would be an adapter, which doesn't make me happy, but like that would be the answer to a lot of people is you just use an adapter.
I don't know.
It's a drag.
We're going to take a break. Before that, I want to tease next week. Next week, Vladimir Duthiers will be here. He's
the Count.
Apparently, he says Duthiers. You ever hear him say his name?
No.
So Vlad's a CBS correspondent. He's on. He sits in for some of the hosts on CBS This Morning. Sometimes he's one of the main.
Can we call him the Count?
Why? What is the Count about?
The name he sounds like a count, doesn't he?
Like a vampire?
No, well, I mean, they're not all counts are vampires.
They're not.
Jeff. No, surprisingly enough.
A count? Like what is a count? Where's that come from?
It's like a duke.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't
like
he sound
of Wellington or something like that?
Count Vladimir Duthiers.
Yeah, maybe. He says when he says his last name, he says it so fast it sounds like he doesn't even know how to say it.
Yeah.
He's like,
Duthiers.
I'm Vladimir Duthiers. And I'm like, what? Wait, what? Come back again? Say that again? Anyway, he'll be here, hopefully, if he's not flown to some place across the planet to cover something. But he'll be here and he'll be shooting the shit with us. Vlad's a good dude. We go way back, so that'll be a lot of fun. And then the following week, so that's the 12th is when we'll have Vlad, and the 19th, Jordan Hoffman is back to talk Oscars. Joho.
That's what they call him.
That's upsetting.
Joho. Jordan Hoffman.
All right, back with more 404 after a word from our sponsor. I don't have the time, Russ.
There's never enough time.
I don't have the time to read somebody's 4,000-word dissertation.
Those long reads, those long play journalistic endeavors, they're time sinks.
The problem is that I want to consume the content.
You want the knowledge.
I want that.
Yeah.
If you're like Russ and I, you're well aware of all the good stuff out there on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
You want to read as much as you can. You want to consume content, but there's not enough time. Thankfully, there's a new app out there called, what's it called? Colony FM.
Yep.
Colony FM is filled with real voice actors, real people reading these pieces of content. And that's the key. There's no Siri robot voice craziness going on. It's not like they just ran it through some machine. These are real live actors, real live people. The people reading Colony FM stories, they are warm-blooded and they sound like they are invested emotionally into what they're reading. And that's the best part. It's like having your own secretary. It's pretty great. Doesn't matter where you are, the car, the office, if you're washing dishes.
If you're a secretary,
doing
you would
laundry.
just have them read articles to you?
Is that what you would do?
Is that what you would do?
Like, get in here, Russ. I want you to read this. Read this to me now. Colony FM is the app that I am pretty excited about this week because I've used it and I've listened to a few articles. I will not lie. I have enjoyed what I've been able to do. So enjoy what I enjoy. Share that enjoyment. Go to colony.fm/CNET right now and you'll get the service completely free. It's available on the web, on the App Store, and in the Google Play Store. That's colony.fm/CNET. Welcome back to the 404 show. Super Bowl Sunday is upon us. Super Bowl L.
Is it Super Bowl L? I totally didn't realize that.
No, it's 50.
That I know.
But they're not doing L.
Oh, they're not doing L? They should do L.
Well, even I'll admit
They did XL.
they did, because XL is like a thing you want to look at.
Yeah, that's cool.
Where like the letter L after the word L.
It sounds like a mobile phone iteration.
Yeah, it's just like, I get it. I was making fun of the branding for a while, being like, oh, Americans they can't handle the fact that the Roman numeral for 50 is L.
Yeah.
But no, it's the right move.
And they won't do it next year either.
It's not going to be L-I. Long Island. Super Bowl Long Island.
Yeah, Strong Island, baby.
Yeah, they're going to have it at Nassau Coliseum. Anyway, so Super Bowl 50 is Sunday.
Who is playing, Jeff? Do you know?
Do you
know one of the teams?
Do not tell me. I know it's definitely the Broncos.
Good.
So I thought it was the Cardinals, but it's not. It's the Carolina Panthers.
Correct. Well done.
Oh, yeah. That nice. I nailed it.
Can you name one player on both teams?
Obviously, Peyton Manning.
Good work.
That's all I can name.
You can't. Okay, on the Broncos. Yeah, that's.
And I know the quarterback on the shit. Don't tell me. It's not. I know. I'm looking at him.
Okay.
I can see his face. Stacy had him in fantasy.
Okay. CNET is very interested in his first name.
Apple.
Nope.
His name is Apple Google. Apple, Tesla, Uber.
Actually,
No.
CNET is interested in both names because both names are potentially tech inspired.
Is there Woods?
No.
I don't know why I said Woods.
CN.
Is his initials?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. CN?
Yeah.
Curtis?
No.
Colin?
Let's just stop. Cam?
Oh, Cam
Oh my God, you don't know the last name.
Newton.
Cam Newton.
Yeah.
So Camera and Newton, which was an forgotten Apple product.
Dude, that is a stretch. I know the name Cam Newton.
Good work.
At least I got Newton.
No, you didn't.
I did. You said Cam?
Yeah, great. Okay, fine.
Come on. That's
Should I say Fig next time? Would that be easier?
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Oh boy. So obviously you don't care.
Well,
Do you
No.
ever care about football?
no, it's the worst.
Okay. I care somewhat about football. I
Are
get
you
into
betting
it.
on it?
No, I don't.
Like, I care.
I don't really
I would
bet.
like to bet on it. If someone in this office had a box pool out there, I would give you money for numbers.
They don't. There's no one doing a box pool.
I'm saying it loud enough so somebody can hear me.
Yeah. So I guess not.
Not even you, the guy's always betting on stuff. Jake?
Oh, typical Jake. Yeah. Why? So you would do a box? Like, I guess so. It's something to watch, and you're sort of invested in it.
Yeah, I like gambling a little bit. I don't like
It's
gambling.
not even gambling at that point. It's like
With the boxes?
playing the lottery. Yeah. It's not
Yeah, no, but like,
no, like,
if you get
skill.
the numbers 1 and 7 or like 4
Yeah,
and
but it's
7,
random. You're not picking those numbers.
Get it, but like, it's fun to be like, oh, I need a safety and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I agree. It makes the game more interesting.
It makes it way more interesting.
Yeah, especially if you
because
don't care about any
football
teams.
is mostly uninteresting.
I like it on paper, but I agree. There's a lot of dead time.
There's so much dead time.
Yeah.
There's commercials after every goddamn thing they do.
Yeah.
They flip the coin. We'll be right back.
It's like,
They kick off. Most kickoffs are touchbacks, and they go to commercial after they show a guy kick a ball into the stands, and then they sell you Burger King for an hour.
It's a bummer.
And you're like, what the fuck? What am I watching? Look,
capitalism, man.
I get it, and football's not even a sport anymore. It's like this religion, the whole sort
like
of
a thing.
infrastructure. But
The core of the sport, I think, is interesting. The like offense, defense, like the very planned offense, defense elements of
except
it.
there's like car accidents every play, and every guy's freaking
Brain damage.
bashing his head in.
Yeah, it's bad.
So, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna have all these, and look, catch the Super Bowl on CBS this Sunday.
Is it CBS? I didn't
Super Bowl
realize.
50 on our own CBS network.
Yeah.
God bless
NCIS
it.
premiering right afterwards.
LL Cool J will be hosting. Fine. They're talking about, oh, we're gonna have 98 different. They're doing like a new instant replay thing.
Okay.
That's gonna look like bullet time. I feel like they've done that before,
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of degrees.
where they do Matrix sort of stuff.
Oh, so they're taking like a ton of photos and
in a
spinning
circular
it.
motion.
I've
yeah.
seen that, but not with like a ton of. It's like 4 or 5.
It's
cameras.
jagged, right?
Yeah.
So maybe this will be better.
Yeah.
So you can see at what point exactly he was paralyzed.
It's so
No,
weird
that's
though,
mean,
because
that's
it's like, really, is that going to make people more excited for the year that CBS has the Super Bowl?
no, it doesn't matter.
So right.
Doesn't matter. And they got Coldplay.
Oh, that's who's playing the Coldplay?
Yeah, Coldplay, man.
Have they done anything in the last 5 years?
Yeah, they have a new album.
Oh, I didn't know that.
One of the songs has Beyonce.
Oh, good for Beyonce.
Guess it's gonna show up in the halftime show.
Beyonce.
Probably Beyonce.
She was in what, last year, 2 years ago?
I don't know. I don't really care for those things.
The way I look at the Super Bowl, generally, if I'm not engaged with the thing, is like a social event. You have people over, you drink beer, you eat bad food,
Right.
and you just hang out for a couple hours, and you half watch the game, but you just shoot the shit.
And that's kind of what I wanted to bring this up for: how to survive the Super Bowl if you don't care.
Right. Nachos and Puppy Bowl.
No, it's all about the 7-layer bean dip.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I'm sure you can't eat
I don't
that.
like beans, is the thing. I just don't like them. They're mushy. Do I bite? Do I just swallow?
You son of a bitch.
It's sort of okay if it's with like a burrito because you eat the burrito and you know what to do with like meat and rice.
I can't even share this podcast with you.
But like beans, like my fiance has like baked beans sometimes. I'm like, it's not appetizing.
I don't know how to eat. You sound like Andy Rooney. I'm not sure how to eat baked beans. Do I put them up my nose?
It's just I don't like the texture. They don't look appetizing.
So, but in the 7-layer dip,
yeah. What else is in there?
you got lettuce, tomato, cheese, sour cream.
Do you mix it?
No, it's layered. Dude.
I understand it's layered, but after it's layered, do you then
No,
mix
well,
it?
when you pop in the tortilla chip.
How long is this tortilla chip that
it's a restaurant style thick. You need a thick chip.
How much depth are we talking?
I think you're talking 2 inches. It's like
really that's it. So
yeah,
you need
2 inches.
So you need a very wide plate.
Yeah, a wide tray.
A very wide tray.
I
Okay.
will take a photo of it. Stacy's making it for the party we're going to.
It must be hard to maintain the equilibrium.
No,
of the layers.
No.
To keep them from dipping.
It's not that complicated.
And wouldn't it taste essentially the same if it was mixed?
No, you don't. No. Oh, no.
Why?
Because you can't have certain layers touching each other. Like the lettuce can't touch the beans.
Yeah. It's like Nazi Germany, where you can't have like Germany run around.
That's exactly it.
Right.
That the 7-layer bean dip was a culinary metaphor.
I knew it.
For World War II.
I knew it.
No, but like so you have olives on the top, maybe
I
also
do like
the
olives.
beans,
Sure.
black olives.
Are they
black
crushed
beans.
olives?
No, they're like
Full olives.
sliced black olives.
Oh, sliced. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Tomato.
That's 1, 2,
refried beans.
3,
sour cream.
4,
Cheese.
5.
Did we say tomatoes?
I don't think so. 6.
And then whatever we throw in whatever. Oh, guacamole.
Lucky Charms.
Maybe guacamole. Nope. Lucky Charms not gonna do it. Guaca freaking moly.
I like guacamole. Yeah, but I don't like avocado. What the hell?
Same with me. I love pickles. I hate cucumbers. Go figure.
Yeah.
But how bad do you want this dip right now?
I can't anymore. I just can't. Someone invited me to
What's wrong, Russ? You poo yourself?
Dallas barbecue the other night after I went and saw the Coen Brothers movie, which we'll talk about in a second. And I was just like, I can't, man. This is what you turn whatever 30 plus.
No, that's not
It's
happening
just me.
to me.
It's just me.
Like
you can eat everything and the next day you're not paying the price.
I think it's even gotten better for me. Like I used to not be able to have like ice cream at midnight. I can do that. I can do that shit now.
What happened before when you had ice cream?
It would just be a freaking sludge factory.
I mean,
like it was.
I don't need that.
It would just be bad news.
It's bad.
You have a very sensitive
It's
digestive
very
system.
sensitive. My mom wants to me to take probiotic pills. She thinks that'll make me feel better.
Or just eat that yogurt that's got it.
Whatever. I take fiber supplement. I put a lot of legwork into making my stomach not awful.
I want to see you gain some weight. You need to gain weight.
Look, I'm 32. I've been this weight for 20 years. I'm not.
Do you even weigh more than 150?
No, probably.
Oh my God.
And it's just.
And you're taller than me.
Yeah.
Maybe an inch taller.
Maybe. What can I, like, granted, I understand why people think I'm too skinny.
A shitload of protein.
I do. I love protein. I can't not have protein.
You should start having 3,000 calorie days.
Ugh.
$3,500.
It doesn't appetize me. Like that's not like I've tried the like protein.
What's your
stuff.
favorite vice to eat?
Cinnamon rolls.
So at the Super Bowl party on Sunday,
or buffalo wings. Those are two things I absolutely love.
I feel like buffalo wings are not as bad. I mean, they're fried. It's fried chicken.
Well, it depends on like the quality of the chicken and stuff like that. But I 100%. If I have buffalo
I've seen you
wings,
annihilate like 20 of them.
Oh, I'll go to town, and it's not because I don't have an appetite. Like I eat. It just
you like blue cheese. That's fattening.
Yeah, well, but I can't have cheese.
Oh, that's right.
So I have ranch dressing.
We are at an impasse.
Ranch is very tasty.
So get that buttery, creamy ranch.
I have a very quick transversal period.
There'd be something so funny about like a heavier fat Russ Frushtick.
I got to imagine one of these days it's gonna hit me. Like I
don't
turn
know,
40, and it's something.
And do you drink a lot of beer? Not really.
I can't drink beer anymore. I can't.
Beer's gone.
Beer's gone.
Beer's vanished from the
whiskey. I drank tequila.
When did that happen?
Like the last few years, couple years. I had one Heineken the other day and I felt sick. I didn't feel nauseous. I didn't feel drunk. I just felt like gross, like my stomach.
I wonder if there's people listening who are just like, what is wrong?
I wonder if there's a
guy?
gastroenterologist listening and he's like, oh, he's going to die in a year.
No, why would this be the cause of your death? It's not. IBS doesn't kill anybody.
You think it's IBS?
No, whatever it is. Or Crohn's doesn't really.
I don't think it's Crohn's.
Kill people? Crohn's
the thing is, I like have this list of things in my head that I can eat and be fine. Like I have an egg sandwich every morning, and I can have bacon on that. Although Alex does not want me to have bacon every day anymore because she thinks she read that article that it gives me butt cancer, which turned out to be BS. But I still have weaned myself off having bacon every day. I just have it once a week now.
It's so damn good.
I love bacon.
Eat turkey bacon.
Yeah, it's processed. Anything cured.
Yeah,
it's bad news.
But apparently it's not.
What else can I put on an egg sandwich that's not like that is protein but not cured meat?
That's just more eggs.
Right.
I mean, eggs are like the epitome of protein.
Egg sandwich every day.
All right, if you know a way to get Russ fat, let's have that.
I've had so many people. You got to work out every day. You got to eat 19 raw eggs like Rocky. So many people. Have come
you could have more eggs or more egg whites if you don't want the cholesterol. Just eat like 10 egg whites a day.
I like that yellow part though. That's the best part.
Well, it's pretty fattening and cholesterol-y.
Clearly not.
It is. Well, it's not fattening, but it's cholesterol.
Sure, that's true.
All right. Well, the mission to get you fat continues. So yeah, like for me, I'm going to my buddy's house in Jersey. I haven't seen him in a while, so we'll get to catch up and whatnot. He's got a beautiful house, but I don't.
When you walk in the door, they all go, "Oh."
What the hell do you mean?
That's just like Jersey guys
no,
say, "Oh, look at this guy."
Donuts.
Oh,
is that little Dylan? Hey, what's up there, buddy?
Yeah, that's
no, it's not like that.
I know. I've hung out with your friends.
You're terrible. So that'll be cool. But yeah, it's a struggle for me. Like Stacey's like, oh, we'll probably leave there in the third quarter.
How far is it from your place?
It's maybe like 40, 45 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
She's like, we'll probably leave there in the third quarter. I'm like, don't have to tell me twice.
Right, exactly.
Because that's the best time to drive home.
Oh yeah, no one wants to drive.
No one's on the road.
That is, I mean, we're having people over to our place, and it's nice because I have no interest in it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. I don't want to be coming home on a Sunday night.
It's the worst.
Ugh.
It'll be great. It'll be like, so by the time the third quarter starts, it's almost like 8, 9 o'clock.
I'm like
already.
Walking around with a garbage bag, like, okay, guys.
And everyone's like, dude, the game's tied. What are you doing? Was last year that big blowout? Oh, no, last year was the good game with the Seahawks and the Patriots.
Yeah.
When that
last
interception
The year before was,
the
I think, the blowout with Peyton got blown out.
Right, by you don't even know you call yourself.
Oh, come on,
football fan.
2 years ago. I don't remember. San Francisco?
Yes.
Was it? Frisco?
Sure.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, Super Bowl L, catch it on CBS this Sunday. And I guess the commercials are exciting, but they're not because you see them all before.
Yeah.
And I guess you just wait till after.
It was exciting at one point. I remember getting really excited.
There was a time when
Pepsi commercial,
right? But there was a time when the commercials were such a mystery.
Yeah,
and you had a lot of products debuting.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying, let's make a few predictions. We're gonna see what?
You mean brands?
We're gonna see a big Batman versus Superman.
Oh, you mean trailer wise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the only movie you think?
Yeah, probably Batman vs Superman, and I would say a Marvel. What's the next Marvel movie?
Deadpool.
Captain America.
Oh, that's the summer.
Deadpool is not Disney Marvel. That's the other Marvel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but there probably will be maybe a Deadpool ad.
Is that the Sony Marvel?
They don't have a lot of money though. Deadpool.
Yeah, they made that movie for like $30 million.
Very cheap movie, but they are spending a lot on marketing.
Are they really doing like the rom-com fake ad for it?
I've seen some of the marketing materials are like, bring your girlfriend on Valentine's Day.
I feel like some of the billboards are like him and her.
It's great. I think the marketing for this movie has been great.
It's kind of low. It's not. It just plays into the whole thing.
I wish I could talk about it. I just saw it last night. I can't talk about it yet.
So what about? I'm trying to think. What else? What other sort of brand surprises? I feel like Squarespace is going to do. I know Squarespace is like new branding. I wonder if they'll do it.
Maybe. I could see. Oh, I saw that ad for the tiny coffee shop. Did you see they won like a contest with, I forget the larger company, but there was a contest essentially like, hey, what's your small business? It was like Intuit had a contest. It was like getting one small business a Super Bowl ad. And so there's this tiny upstate New York coffee place that like won a Super Bowl ad.
That's kind of cool.
And it's like cool. It's like a cute little ad.
And now they're going to be forced to go out of business because they can't keep up with the demand.
Yeah.
It's the Groupon effect.
Yeah.
What about like, I don't know. It'd be cool to see a CNET ad since CBS is rocking the Super Bowl. Although I know they wouldn't want to pass
maybe
up
on the
revenue.
center of the field they paid for some branding.
Or maybe the coin they flip on one side is CNET, on the other side GameSpot.
Okay.
And it's my face.
And whoever wins gets bigger bonuses.
And Danny O'Dwyer on the other one.
Could be.
That'd be
You
sick.
are the face of CNET.
That's what I'm told. Okay, we'll end things today with a quick and dirty review of the latest Coen Brothers movie. What is it called?
It's called Hail Caesar.
I love it.
Have you seen commercials for it at all?
Doesn't matter. I've seen the commercials, but it wouldn't matter because I will follow those two guys through the gates of hell.
Yeah, I like the movie. Quick and dirty. I'm not going to spoil anything. I would say if you're looking, I would say it falls in the line of Hudsucker Proxy, which is a movie that is not.
That's like one of their first ones, right? But that's
one of their
Tim
earlier
Robbins?
ones with Tim Robbins. I love Hudsucker Proxy. It's not known as like one of the best Coen Brothers movies, but it's good. It's like this movie is very camp.
Seems very stylized.
Very stylized and like over the top.
So Hudsucker's the one you would compare it to.
Yes, it's definitely closest to Hudsucker.
What about if you had to compare it to a second Coen Brothers movie? What would you do it to? Because I feel like not a lot of people have seen Hudsucker Proxy.
Yeah, it's not like Lebowski. I mean, it's like a campier, more over the top Lebowski, insofar as there's like a lot of crazy characters and one central character revolve like
Did they
connecting
write it?
all of them. They wrote it and directed it.
Where do they come up with this stuff?
They're geniuses. There's no question. Like, it's amazing how talented they are. And they have like great people that work around them. Like their cinematographer's great and everyone wants to work with them. So they get amazing actors. And this sort of movie, it's like an ensemble movie. So you have huge actors, but they might only appear for like a minute. And it's just very weird and silly. I don't know that it's going to be like universally praised.
The release time of it is strange.
Like, what do you mean, in February?
Yeah, like I feel like if I'm a Coen Brothers movie, I want to come out in November.
No, they're not like blockbuster level.
No, but I feel like those guys get Oscar buzz every now and then.
This is not going to win an Oscar.
Okay. Well,
I think they probably knew that.
I didn't think The Martian would do anything, yet here we are. How's that movie nominated? Oh, we'll talk to Jordan about it.
Yeah. But I like it overall. I don't think it's their best stuff. But if you like the Coen Brothers, like sillier stuff,
I love their silly stuff.
I think you'll enjoy it. And Brolin, who's the lead in this, is excellent. Like really, really good.
How long is it?
It's not crazy. I think it's like an hour 45, if I had to guess.
It's perfect.
Maybe, yeah. It feels very quick. Like it moves.
I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I'm just obsessed with those guys.
They're amazing. They're fantastic. Yeah, I just want to party with them.
Right? You just want to have a couple drinks and talk it all over with them. Yeah, it's great. All right, well, thanks for that quick and dirty Hail Caesar. Is that out?
It comes out today.
Why, if you ever want to take somebody to all these screenings you go to.
Well, the problem is I'm not getting the screenings. I'm the plus one of someone else because I don't do movie coverage. So until Warner Brothers or whoever wakes up and is like, oh, this guy's really important, he should be invited.
All right.
But until then,
I'll send letters to whoever I have to do that to.
yeah.
Thanks so much for tuning in to the show. 866-404-CNET. It's our phone number. You can reach out on social media. It's at the 404. Follow us on our subreddit, reddit.com/r/404. We're on Facebook as well. Just search 404 on Facebook. That wonderful site.
Do you update that?
I do. So for Facebook and Twitter, I just put the show up every week.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's funny. What we have going right now is like a very autopilot-y situation
Sure.
where like we know we get people listening, but they're just kind of doing their thing and they're taking it and they're like I get what I get out of you what I want. You're gonna give me this thing every
Sure.
week. I'm not going to talk to you. You're not going to talk to me.
People can talk to us if they want. You can reach us on Twitter. We are.
Oh
talkative
no,
on
I get
Twitter.
stuff on Twitter all the time. I'm just saying, like that's kind of where it stops.
Yeah,
It starts and stops. But that is the legacy of this program. Thank you so much for being a part of it. We're back here next week with Vladimir Dutier. Until then, I'm Jeff Bakalar.
I'm Russ Frushtick.
This has been the 404 Show, high tech, lowbrow. We'll see you next time. Today's episode has been brought to you by Colony FM. There's so much to read, and there's such little time. That's why Colony FM makes sense. Voice actors narrate the articles and blogs, so you don't have to read them. You just listen to it. Best of all, it's free. Whether you're in the car, the office, whatever you're doing, head over to colony.fm/CNET to learn more.